Welcome back to Joe Jackson with Bob and TC on intellectualradio.com. Again, that's intellectualradio.com. Again, if you have any ideas that you think you want to be on the platform on the show on Intellectual Radio, make sure you call in. It's 708-223-8953. You ask for the man, Mr. Earl Winfrey himself. TC, let's bring out this. Bring him in. From Memphis, Tennessee. Let's give it up for Undra Ware Sr.
What up, family?
What's up, man?
Hey, say his name again, Bob. Say his name again, man.
His name is Undra Ware Sr.
Undra Ware, y'all.
Undra Ware
in the building.
Right. Everybody.
With a Bobby Reed.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to try to say it as spelled. I don't know what's with the funky spelling. Now, I thought I was smart. I thought I was smart all these years, right? And I've had spelling problems and all kind of stuff. And then I get all the way to the level that I'm very intelligent. Now I look at his book. He told me his name was Andre when I met him. We shook hands and I walked away and I looked at his book and it said UNDRA. Now explain that.
My mom just wanted to be unique and different. But you know, I didn't like it going to grammar school.
I know, Undra.
Exactly.
Right.
It would say
Undra.
Right. We won't really say what they would call it.
Underwear.
Now, see, you had to go ahead and put it out.
Y'all Jackson, man.
But you know
they had to call you underwear, man. Look how it spells. It's called underwear.
Even the teacher was like, underwear in the house. They're like, come on now. UNDRA, Dre, long A. Come on. But it's all good.
No, it's good, man. First of all, congratulations on your book, the book of poetry.
I appreciate that.
Poetry. You read the book. It was a pretty easy read, man.
Yeah.
It's not, you made it black people friendly. This is very black people friendly.
The first one is.
The first one. This is the first one?
Yeah, that's the first.
Okay.
I got another one in the way.
You got another one in the way.
That's right.
So what's black people unfriendly?
Well, I didn't say black people unfriendly. He said
that.
But the next one.
Well, I say this is just black people friendly. You know, I just mean it's an easy read. You know, a lot of times those the big novels, man, they be hard for a brother like me. Put it like that.
Well, see, that's not a novel, though. It's just something that I want to make sure that the kids can understand.
Right.
Teenagers can understand, and, of course, adults. Something they can relate to.
That's what's up.
So it's going to affect you emotionally, spiritually, or psychologically.
I checked out. First of all, let me tell everybody where I met you at. First of all, you volunteered at the YMCA, right?
Right. I work at the YMCA.
Right. And you're a firefighter, right? You used to
actually, I'm an administrative assistant in the Blue Island Fire Department.
You was a what?
Administrative
assistant.
I
got you. Okay, that's what you do. I know, but I go to the YMCA, and I'm looking at the board, and the board is filled with, during Black History Month, it's filled with all of these people that's doing different things. You know, black people that's doing different things within the community, and he was one of them. And saw the guy, and I asked the lady about, making a printout. And she said, "Well, Andre, he's volunteering today." And he was at the office, had a book, purchased a book. He didn't believe I was gonna come back. I came back and gave his, bought a book from him. So but it's through the volunteer. I want you to talk about volunteering at the YMCA.
With the YMCA,
what compelled you to do that type of outreach?
Well, actually, it's a part-time position, and well, first of all, it's a part-time position, and I just wanted to do something different, and that's my way of giving back to the community. And I was like, YMCA. And since it was an office job, I was like, okay, well, at least I won't be out in the street. And it fit my skill set. And the fact that they gave me an opportunity, I'm just utilizing my skill set. And I'm meeting people like you. It allowed me to market my book, and I'm giving back. It's challenging, don't get me wrong, but I enjoy it.
Mr. Ware, talk about your book. Let's talk about your book, and we'll talk about what really motivated you. With the combination of poems and writing, and you do more than just writing poems. This is a social awareness. You have a spiritual awareness.
Exactly.
So it's a bunch of things that you're saying is coming out of this book that is touching in the heart of what's going on in our communities?
Actually, when I was younger, I've always told my mom I wanted to do something. I want to give back to society. And in my family, we have a lot of talent, but because of Jim Crow things they went through with the Afro, they didn't go to school. Even though they were gifted, they sang, they played basketball, nobody did anything. And I'm like, man, Mom, I want to do something with my life. So, as I was growing and experiencing life, I was writing. Did not take it serious. And one day I was just going through life. And when I won't say too much, but when I got terminated by a certain job, I went back to my collection. And I was like, God, what you want me to do? What should I be doing?
So you had a collection of poems?
Exactly.
You had a whole collection of poems.
And that's when it came to me. I want you to get the word out. This is time for it now. With everything that's going on in the city and just around the world, whether it's violence, natural disasters. And I'm like, maybe this is what I need to be doing. So
you had a few poems in here that I wouldn't mind you reading one or two of them. Just give
Which one did you like?
I liked it. All of the ones about men. So I liked it. The one is what is a man? The black man. Survivor. I like the Survivor.
I wrote that for Curtis Mayfield when he had his accident, and I sent it.
Which one? Survivor?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You know what I want to share?
Sure.
Devotion.
Okay.
And the reason why I selected devotion is because we all should be pursuing our goals and our dreams. In order to attain it, you should be devoted to something, Okay. With that being said, this title is Devotion. Devotion is a past and present form of dedication to any and every situation. It's a matter of strength and determination. This is the mark of a new beginning of trust and faith, keeping the foundation of love, the courage and willpower to withstand temptation and to build hope in future affairs. Through it all, the love that is bonded with triumph over one's flaws. And in the end, the promise of joy will shine upon us all. Then you will know that through it all, the power of devotion will always stand tall. And I believe that's a fact, but we got to utilize that principle. We got to believe that and make it happen. Not just myself, but whoever's out there that's have a dream. Just make it happen. Do it. Believe in yourself.
You got to read. This is for Jaw Jacking. This is for Bob and TC right now. I've done some mentorship work through the years, so you're going to have to read What is a Man?
Oh, I like that.
I already got it ready for you. There it is right there. They got to do all that work. Got it for you. What is a man?
Okay, what is a man? Man is a male species composed of the earth's substance and is made to be strong, capable, and in control. Do muscles make a man? A man does not have to be made of muscles. People seem to forget muscles are nothing but swollen tissue under layers of skin. What good are muscles if one cannot solve today's worldly problems? Being a man doesn't mean having women living all in 4 directions. Having all these women doesn't mean a thing but trouble. Maybe if you become sure about yourself, then you'll realize one is enough. Besides, if all these women had a child by you, how would you provide them? I've never seen a law saying a man should not have female characteristics. How can you change something that is genetic? I always thought if a man chooses to be a woman, then it's a sin. When you think about it, you might as well say Jesus had female genes. He had love in his heart. He was caring and sensitive. He forgave the wrong and strengthened the righteousness. And he had long hair and was soft-spoken. Finally, he loved us so much that he died on the cross for us. But let's remember that this was a man. In conclusion, I believe it's what's on the inside that matters. A man should have courage and be strong, have a sense of direction, take charge, show leadership and quality in what he does, and not be a racist. And that's a fact.
Now, I wanted you to read that. The reason why I liked it, because the type of show we do, that's a loaded paragraph for us. That's loaded. Like it's loaded with a bunch of different angles. But I wanted you to elaborate on a few of the angles that was stated in that suggests the question is what's a man? But then I heard an angle of almost like a political stand that you took, that you weaving in one sense in a connection with God, but then you opening up another, like suggesting that some of female genes that are characteristics of a man, it should be acceptable in a sense. I wanted you to explain that though. I just wanted you to touch on it. Like, what do you mean by that?
You know,
because it started off as what's a man, so that caught my attention. But then, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot in this, but this is your right. So.
It's just that society always makes it seem like we can't be compassionate, we can't be sensitive, that we always have to have some type of hardness about ourselves. As a man, I hurt. I have problems to the point, who do I reach out to? If something is hurting me, it's like I can't even cry. You know why? Because I have to be strong. I have to show like, oh, I can handle this. But on the inside, I'm bleeding. And I'm bleeding so bad to the point I'm looking around me. But there's no one who I can even open up to, because then they're going to judge me. And I don't want to be judged. Then they're going to put me in this box. Whereas I just have to be strong. Oh, we all do. But that's not what I'm trying to say. All I'm just trying to say is, let me allow myself to express myself the way I can. Let me hurt the way let me express the way I'm hurting. Let me express that. Let me show that. Then maybe I can love better.
Because you made a YouTube video, right?
Yes.
In this YouTube video, you was talking about, and what you're saying relates to some of the things that you was touching on as far as the violence in Chicago with young men. Because you was adamant about the violence in Chicago. So there's a definite commitment and a heart toward what's going on in Chicago. I want you to touch on that based off what you were just saying about some of the thought process about a man and how it relates to some of the frustration that some of the young men in Chicago may be feeling, that you was able to identify with even what was in your writing.
Let me use the example of the gang culture, because I was in a gang once. I was in a gang, and I'm probably get emotional because I felt like I didn't belong anywhere. And in some cases, maybe I was bullied. And in being bullied, I'm like, man, I can't even do, how can I say? I wanted to belong. I was bullied, but at the same time, I knew I had this, when you have your own mindset, it's hard just being you. Because people were like, oh, you weak. We're like, why I gotta be weak? Because now I want to stand up and be who I am. And the gang culture, sometimes people in the gang or use drug usage because that's their escape. They don't have no outlet. So, of course, they have a fear. And that fear causes them to do things they don't want to do. Once they have the courage to be themselves and stand up, and that comes with maturity. And sometimes it comes just realizing, no, this is who I am.
No, I mean, we appreciate this honesty, this transparency. We appreciate this on Joe Jacket. Yeah, I know you never listen to our show,
right?
But we pull out, we try to have a platform. We pull out the real in everybody.
I appreciate that.
We don't, we give you a platform to put your work out, but we also have an audience that we want to know that somebody real is sitting in front of us. So, emotions is okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, no, emotions is okay, but because those emotions that you identify, that you hope to outreach toward young men and stuff in Chicago, we need to see more people that has this intensity that don't go stereotypical with who we were placed in that position to be, or the expectations we hope they look like or sound like this.
Right.
So that's one of the biggest benefits of supporting you and your work you did in this book.
Okay.
But sometimes you have certain statements that you may make that,
have to defend.
Not necessarily defend, but clarify.
True that.
Just completely clarify. So I don't, this is never attack mode. It's just when you put it out here and publish it like this,
right?
Different interpretations come from it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got the man here right now to explain it.
That's true.
You feel what I'm saying? So Your intensity is welcome.
Okay.
Whatever emotion you feel is welcome.
Okay.
So you are always welcome here. But we wanted to make sure that we gotta be responsible for our audience too, because there's some intense listeners there. You know what I mean? So that's all it is. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, with that being said, and I
Yeah.
just want to share this with the audience. Life is already difficult.
Yeah.
Just finding your path is difficult. Trying not to be around the negativity is difficult. But once you realize and ask God with sincerity, where is it that you're leading me?
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you want me to do? You really have to look deep inside yourself. It's okay. You know what? Sure. I'm in my 50s now. Mm-hmm. And I've just decided this is something I want to do. This is a dream that I always wanted to pursue. I've always wanted to give back from my experiences. And if it can help somebody, even if it's just I can actually pursue to be a dancer. I can pursue to be a teacher. Whatever it is that your childhood dream was, you can. Because mine is coming true now through you. You are a blessing. I was in the right place at the right time, but I'm realizing you can't be afraid of the opportunities. It's hard just being yourself, and because as a writer, you're going to have to expose yourself. I'm still getting used to that. This is all new to me.
That's right.
So for all you people, this is new for me, and being exposed is
oh yeah,
it's a challenge.
Yeah, by the time we see you next time, your skin gonna be so thick, man. You're gonna be like, man, look, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. So what?
Right.
So that's all right, man. We supposed to grow together. Right. This is what we supposed to do. So when you presented what type of work you did, I mean, we excited about that. That's what this platform is about. What was you about to say, T?
Now I was gonna ask him. He was clarifying. Well, saying earlier what made him want to be a mentor, or he said he had stuff he wrote before and he decided it was time to put it together. But as far as like when he's talking to the youth and things of that nature, what made you decide that you were what the youth will listen to?
I think because I have something in common with them. I came from the streets of Chicago, so I understand the violence. I came from the public schools. I know what's going on out there. What I'm saying too much. No, I'm just going to keep it real. I understand when you have problems, you might do drugs or alcohol. All I'm saying is there's another outlet. You don't have to be on no drugs. You don't have to do no alcohol. All you got to do is just look in the mirror. It's like, I'm tired. Once you get tired of doing all this negativity and realize it's just too much violence going on, how can I help to make a difference? Because I'm sure each of us have a niece, a nephew, an uncle, an auntie. We are a family. It's time to make a difference because this is 2018. Nothing going to change until we change it. And we all have something to offer besides negativity.
That's what I said.
So what's one thing you hope to accomplish, with going forward, moving forward with your writings and how you engage socially? Because you got a real strong social connection with violence when you was talking about violence on YouTube video. And I didn't miss that passion. I didn't miss what you were talking about, So I just want to know progressively, what do you hope to accomplish and how you hope to connect? And how can Jaw Jacking help you get there?
Going forward, because actually all this is just preparing for my retirement, just being honest. Going forward, I just want to be a speaker, poet, author. I call it SPA, speaker, poet, author. If I get the opportunity to speak, I want the courage to speak. But at the same time, I have to keep reminding myself, because this game is new to me. Relax, enjoy, and speak the truth. As long as I speak the truth and be myself, I think I'll be okay.
You will be.
And with sincerity, when people say, okay, and then when people listen to what you're saying, I already understand people. Everybody's not going to agree with it. But if I can change one life, because that's one.
Mm-hmm.
Langston Hughes changed mine. That one poem, Mother to Son, I kept that as a child because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand that poem till I was 30. If that one poem can change my life, what's in the purpose of being, I hope it can reach somebody's life out there.
How can somebody get a copy of your book? What channels? How do they get a copy of your book?
It's actually on Amazon.com. But the key is just type in The Purpose of Being. The Purpose of Being. Or you can type in my name, Undra Ware, Ware. But it's simple. Just go to Amazon.com, The Purpose of Being. Also, I'm on YouTube. But when you go to YouTube, you got to key in Undra because my name is unique. Ware, Ware.
So you're gonna be on YouTube on Jawjacking too.
That's cool.
So you're gonna have a interview, a whole interview.
Okay.
Andre, man, thank you for keeping your word, man, coming in and hanging out with Bob and TC on Jawjacking, man. We appreciate your work, man. We always gonna support what you do because it's coming from the heart.
Yes.
You know, we always support what you do the same way we support it this time.
Okay.
So we'll be in contact with you or keep in contact with us, man.
Definitely.
You know, start listening to the show.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I know.
So y'all give it up for Mr. Undra Ware Senior in the building, man. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for listening to Jawjacking with Bob and TC on intellectualradio.com. We will catch you again, same bat channel next week from 4 o'clock to 6 on intellectualradio.com. Deuces.
Get it in, y'all. Enjoy this weather. Enjoy this life, man. Love you.